Hey, what's up, Internet? This is Matt, and today I will be showing you how to get started off with the Android Studio. I'm pretty much going to be telling you the basics and the layout of the program and all that fun jazz, so let's get right into it. Now, the first step into knowing how to use Android Studio would be to get the program. So, the website, you can just go to Google and type in Android Studio, and it should bring you right to it. If my internet decides to load because it's taking forever. Or you can go to developer.android.com. Uh, both of you will, both of those will take you to the same place. So it doesn't really matter. Depends on your preference. But why is my internet taking forever? Well, that's why I'm not even on the right network. There we go. See, if you went to the developer.android.com route, you'll end up here. Then you go to develop, and then click tools, and then it'll bring you to this screen. That's exactly what this brought me to. So yeah, we're just going to click download, but first, this button is going to be different depending on your operating system. For instance, I'm using a Mac, so it's using a Mac, and if you're using Windows, it would say Windows, but for some strange reason that doesn't happen, where you can go to other download options, and here's the list of downloads available. Now, there are only three operating systems supported for this program. That's Windows, Mac OS X, and Linux, which kind of sucks, but those are the most three popular operating systems out there. So, and Linux is free, so if you really wanted to do this, you could download Linux and get all this and stuff. Have lots of fun. Well, we're gonna click download, and you have to check this, saying that you read it, but you don't really have to read it. But there we go. And then I'm just gonna get this download going, but I already downloaded this, so I'm just gonna click cancel, and then just open the one I already downloaded, so that we don't have to wait. So I'm just gonna click and drag the applications, and it's asking me right here if I wanted to install it, even though there's an instance of it. So I'm just gonna click replace because for the sake of the video, I'm just gonna be installing it in front of you guys, and yeah. So made a weird noise. So we're gonna go to Finder, applications right here, and then boom, there it is. Depending on what applications you have installed, the location of Android Studio might be different, but you could just search up here Android Studio and get to it that way. But we're just going to double click on Android Studio to open the program, and yes, it's a program downloaded from the internet, but it's virus free, I promise you, so you don't have to worry about viruses. It's totally safe, so I'm just going to click OK. There is no risk in using this program. Okay, now depending on what kind of computer you have or how beefy it is, or if it has like a graphics card or a upgraded CPU, or if you just upgraded your computer, the load times are going to be different. Well, obviously, but if you don't, if you have like a stock CPU and no graphics card, and the computer's kind of old, then it's going to take longer. And yeah, that's expectable. Now, this was a project I was working on, and actually another take of the video, but interrupting people just came in and interrupted. So I'm gonna click new project, and then right here the application name, you can name it anything. You can name it like Apple or application, whatever you want to name it. And then the domain can be anything as well, but if you want to put spaces in there, you can't. Well, you can, but it won't be separated in the package name. So you could type Grover is awesome, but down here It's not the same. So put periods, it'll separate it. Now, for any reason, there's an application with the same package name as you on the or on the App Store. You can click Edit and then change it, because these two can be the same as anyone else's except for the package name. The package name has to be different. Uh, you can't. The App Store won't allow two applications with the same package name, because then it wouldn't know what file to choose for you to download. So, yeah. And then down here, this is just the directory telling you where the project is going to be contained. So, yeah. So we're just going to click next. And right here, this is a list of the APIs or operating systems that the application will run on. So if we're going to select API 15, we're selecting this to be compatible with API 15 and up. So it's not just API 15 that you're selecting, it's all of them. And right here it says, by targeting API 15 and later, your app will run approximately 90.4% of the devices on the Google Play Store. And that's good. That's a lot of devices. That means most people are going to be able to run it. No, you don't have to choose a phone or tablet. You can click TV or the Wear or the Google Glass, which I haven't installed. But for the TV and the Wear, there's only API 21 because they've just came out. Well, except for the Wear. The Wear is API 20. API 21 is very recent, and the Wear came out before. So we're just gonna click phone and tablet and go with the API 15 and just click next. On this screen, this is the activity screen. This is like a template, kind of like a template. Like if you wanted an app that involved, let's say, a login screen, you would choose a login activity, or if you wanted it to display a place on the map, you choose a Google Maps activity. But for now, we're going to be choosing a blank activity. And we get to name our activity. Okay, we're still recording. So we're going to name this like food. You can name it whatever you want. Just name it food because it's strange, and I like strange, and strange is cool. Layout name, activity. Now, for the layout, you can't have uppercase letters as the first letter. It has to be lowercase. Yes, activity. That could be whatever. Here, that all can stay the same. You can change it if you want, but I'm just gonna leave it now. Ooh, this is gonna load. It's gonna take a little bit, a couple seconds, like 10 seconds, and then our project will be built, and then we can get started. Alright, it's almost done. And here we go. This is our new device and our whole app. Now down here, stuff is still running. It's going to be running for a little bit. This is just saying that project is still building and that all the functions. But as you can see now, it's done loading and it's all good to go. So let's close out of that. And then right here on the left hand side, this is all your folders and stuff. Like it's pretty self-explanatory. Like the manifest contains the manifest. The Java files contain the Java files, and so on. The resources contains 5 files. The drawable doesn't have anything in it, but you can import pictures and stuff. So if you wanted to have like a background or a custom button that had a graphic on it, or even a logo on the top, you'd put it all in the drawable file. But keep in mind that the the graphics have to be in a certain resolution. Like it can't be some like wicked 1080p stuff because it's just way too big. So down here in layout, you have your activity, which is this right here. This is the the activity is where we're gonna be doing most of the stuff to the app. We're gonna be like right here. You could just click and drag stuff, put stuff all over, and right here, it just shows the stuff that you put in there. You could delete stuff from there. Delete. Oh, it's loading. Just gotta wait a little bit. Probably because my charger fell out. That's probably goofy. Come on. So let's see if this will help. Put into that one. Just my luck. The program's gonna freeze on me. Computer's getting pretty warm. So it's trying really hard to do something. I don't know what it's doing. Okay, so let's minimize that. Oh, even now it's frozen. Yeah. Okay, well, let's see if this will do anything. Let's quit. There we go. We're just gonna have to start the program up again. I'm sorry about that, guys, but it shouldn't take long to get the program booted up again. And I'll show you how to load the project. So right here it's loading. I guess it's already loading what we have left out. But oh, yeah, let's go down to that. Yeah, let's get rid of one. Let's do this. Okay, so we're going to set load. Oh, no, I think it's already loaded. Okay, so the reason why this is good is because, or like the whatever this is over here. The reason why it's good is because, look, up here, they're gone. Oh, I know what this is. How did this get here? Okay, so let's get rid of that one. First, let's see if we can. Oh, we can't load. Oh, well, we'll just create a new one. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. Cancel. File, new project. So click next. There we go. I'm not too worried about the name and stuff, but I done goofed. Actually, it wasn't even my fault. I don't even know what happened. The computer like pooped on me. Well, I'm sorry. That makes me look bad. But oh well. Okay, so let's close out of that one. Oh, here it is. So it's right. There we go. So as I was saying, activity main, just drag stuff from here on. Whoa, that's really big. So zoom out. There we go. Up here, so fit the screen. That's to zoom into a ratio. You could zoom out, zoom in. Okay. Now, what that button did was it just changed it from the design view to the text view. Now, you could just change that down here with these two tabs. But if you're just clicking around and you click something up here, uh, that's what it does. So, but let's backtrack and move on to this over here. So, over here in the values folder, there's something called strings. Now, strings is pretty much something where you could make text. Like right here, how it says hello world, the text right here refers to the string hello world. Now that's up here, and then we can change the text in the strings section, type something random, and then we can go back into this, and then boom, it changes the text. Alright, now I'm going to show you how to create a virtual device and then how to run your program. So up here, up on the top toolbar, there's an AVD manager. You go ahead and click on that, and then click create virtual device. And then you have, out of all of these choices, you can change the category. The phone has the most, but I like to choose the phones because they have a better variety. So I'm just going to choose Nexus 1, click next. Since this is the only one I could choose, I'm just going to go ahead and click next. We can leave the name what it is, but if you have different virtual devices for different projects, you can go ahead and change the name, but I'm just going to leave it. Right here, the scale, you can change how big it's going to appear on your screen. And right here, orientation is portrait landscape, pretty basic stuff. But right here, use host GPU. This is very important. If you don't use this, it's going to make your device very slow and it's going to glitch out and stuff. So if you use the host GPU, it's going to have more processing power to yeah, do the thing. More processing power to output the device. So this is the device that we made. I'm just going to double click it to start it up, and it's going to pop up over here. It might take a while to load, so we're just going to go back, and then I'm going to show you how you can install more APIs for more virtual devices. So up here, right next to virtual devices, your AVD manager, you can go to SDK manager. Now, SDK manager. Oh, okay, so let's put that there. Oh, this is the device monitor. Okay. So we're just gonna minimize that while this loads. We're gonna start the SDK manager. I'm not sure why it didn't start, but these are the different packages you can install for different operating systems, so to say, like the APIs. So it's already gonna checkmark the ones that you don't have installed, but if you can go ahead and show different ones, like installed, you can get rid of the ones that are installed and go ahead and check through the rest, the ones that you haven't installed. And there's a ton because I didn't do this at the beginning of the installation. But You can select the new ones or the updates, or you could deselect all, but we're not going to install any of them because that's going to take a long time, but you can if you want. But for the sake of the video and the time management, we're not going to install it. So here's our device. It's pretty much just like a phone. Like, it acts just like the phone. All the buttons do their thing. I think you can even go to the web and stuff, and yeah. But here, oh, that's what I picked device monitor instead of SDK manager. So to run our program right here, this basic program, we're just gonna click run. I think. Or if that doesn't work, you can just click this up here. And it should load up. I'm just waiting to see if it did anything. I don't think it did. Let's just cruise around, see what things do. Oh. Okay, so. Oh, there we go. So we're going to choose a device to run our program on. And we're going to click OK. And there we go. There's our application. Now we haven't done anything, so the settings doesn't work. Nothing does anything, but because we haven't really done anything, so that's reasonable. Yeah. So we can go ahead and close out of that. And let's get into some code. Some basic code. Just gonna show you the basic stuff that you could do. So let's close out of that. And then you can just click and drag stuff and put it where you want. Like, there's a checkbox. Then you can have text view. So let's zoom in. See if we can move this to be centered. And then instead of using strings, you can. Oh, never mind. Thinking of a different program, but you can edit the text by going into here into text, and then this text view, this new text, you can change it. You can type it into whatever you want, or you could type whatever you want the text to say, like, oh, well, come to my application. Oops, I want to press enter. And then we'll just go to design, and it's not showing anything right now. That's probably because we haven't, we don't have the parameters set correctly. So we are not going to wrap content. We're going to match parent, I think. Parent. And then same with the height. Design. No, it didn't work. Okay, so let's see how many letters it'll let us do. Welcome. Let's see if it'll let us do that. Oh, what did we do there? We don't want to do that. Okay, so let's just start over. Let's get this medium text. Yeah, that's good. And we'll go to text, and then we will type welcome. And then we can get small text. And then we can change the letters to your application. And then you could use the arrow keys. Or never mind, you can't use the arrow keys. That's controlling the zoom or the pen, but this isn't quite centered, so or maybe it is. It just doesn't look like it, but oh well. It's centered. And then you can change the name of the text box, checkbox or whatever, right here, up here, new checkbox. Do you like our application? Or something like sign up for our email subscription, question mark. And then we go to design. Then boom. You could just mess around with it. And yeah. Well, down here in the text, we can actually change the location of our stuff. Like if you wanted to change how high, oops, let's go back there. If you wanted to change how high the text was, you can change this right here, the 75 dp. We can change it to like 65, and then that'll move it 10 density pixels up, like that. Or if you wanted to move it down 10 pixels, you would add 10 on top of the 75, so that you'd get 85, and then go to design and boom, move down. Now the reason why this To My Application is following it was because it right here it says layout below at ID text view 2. Now if you set this, now you can change this, like you can, well, you don't even have to change it, you can add it like to the text or the checkbox. You can add, just type the same stuff, Android layout below equals quote at ID plus, and then text view 2. Oh, it's case sensitive. Yeah. Ooh. Oh, it's plus ID, not ID plus. Sorry about that, guys. Plus ID. And then we go to design. It should, now this part should move up and down with the text view. So we'll find text view 2, which is right here. Oh wait, which is right here, the ID, text view 2. And we'll change this up. So we'll go to 55. Oh, it didn't move. It just disappeared. Oh, that's why. Design. Or hang on, let's go to checkbox, see if I did anything wrong. Let's just delete this line because it's saying it align parent bottom. We don't want that. And we'll go to design. Now it's on the top. Let's hit undo. Now you could You could change the letters around. If you don't want it on the bottom, you could put top. And then it would still be on the top. If you wanted it to be left, it would align to the left. Or you could have both of them in there. Bottom. Oops. Then this would be bottom left. Or if you wanted it to be bottom right, you just change this to right. Like that. Okay, so I think that's enough for today. You can go ahead and mess around with the stuff and get the feel. You can go over here, drop things in, see what they do, read the stuff that it tells you, and all that sorts of stuff. Or if I haven't come on out, if I didn't come out with a new video, you can go ahead and check somebody else out. I'm pretty sure they're an even better teacher than I am because I'm not very good at this kind of stuff. So well, thanks for watching. I would appreciate it if you gave my video a like and commented and criticized me. I don't care. I just want some motivation to make another video. But well, thank you for my time. Or thank you, thank me. Thank you for your time. And hopefully I'll make another video and see you again. See ya.